like to welcome you to our program today on this series that will come Overcoming Limitations and Breaking Barriers. On this program, we have been bringing a lot of people to come and, share with us their experiences. And today we have a very special guest in the house. This is someone who is a brand strategist and an expert on IT and startups and things like that. Her name is Jemimah Chuks. She's also a blogger, and we're so pleased to have her in our midst today. We're going to be bringing her up very soon. All right, there she is. Yeah, big welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jemima. Jemima is reaching us all the way from the United States of America, Delaware, to be precise. And Jemima, you're welcome to our program today.
Thank you.
All right. Without wasting time, I've read so much about you. I've seen your profile. I've gone to your website. But what we do is that we don't try to oversell. We just like people to, in their own words,
Right.
introduce themselves to us. So for somebody who doesn't know you, can we get to know you? Who is Jemima, please?
Well, Jemimah Chuks is hi everybody. First of all, I just want to say thank you, Mr. Chidi. Thank you, everyone tuning in. Thank you for the opportunity. I am super grateful for letting me come on here to share. I'm honored. I'm here in Delaware, United States. My name is Jemimah Chuks. I'm a Nigerian, and I'm so proud to be a Nigerian. Listen, I can tell you that 200 times. Um, I'm here in America. I'm actually a master brand strategist. I help build businesses, startup businesses, and also I'm a marketer. I help all the companies, bigger companies, actually build their brands and sustain their brands. I'm actually a coach, business coach as well. So nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Now you wear a lot of hats. Jemima, how did you end up doing what you're doing? Why branding? Why startups and stuff like that? Why?
So, in 2013, December 2013, when I came to the United States, I came to join my husband, Chucks, and he was here. He's been here for a couple of years before I came over to join him. When I came before then, while I was in Nigeria, I had a company I was running, and it was in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. It was amazing because it was thriving and we're doing very well because I'm a business person. I love business. I love to do transactions and build different things and help people. So when I came over to the United States, it was different and there was no signal, there was no warning. When I came here, I had the mindset, okay, I'm relocating to join my husband as a newly married wife. I would be able to continue my business here. But it was a rude awakening for me to realize that America was different. So it felt like America snatches everything out of you from the airport. And so as a Nigerian, once you step in here in America, all the Nigerians here, other African diaspora, everyone is a nurse or everyone is a doctor. So when I came on, everybody was like, "Oh, you can't do business. Oh, who are you to do business? You can't even. You just got here. We've been here. You won't succeed in business. You won't thrive. So the best thing to make money here is nursing." And either you go to school for nursing, be a CNA, and then all that kind of stuff. And I was very disappointed because I don't even go to the hospital. So I have no idea what they were talking about. How am I going to be a nurse? So I was confused. And long story short, everybody pushed me into nursing. And I just started doing this nursing. I got a job in the doctor's office and just like that, no training, nothing, I became an assistant manager. It was crazy and I hated every bit of it. So One day, just one day, I was in nursing school and I had all A's. My, I was in Wesley College and everybody, I had scholarship, Obama scholarship, 38,000 because I qualified. And one day I was just tired of it. And I said, you know what? If everybody in America, if these Americans can do business and succeed, I can do it. I'm a Nigerian. I will. Don't tell me that all these companies I'm seeing in America, you know, how are they doing it? So I have to do it. So I pushed myself, and I one day I just stopped. I didn't even resign from my jobs. I just did not go back to work. And just like that was it. I started my business. I went to the office. I registered it. I went on the street and I just started just like that. And so this is what pushed me to begin to empower startup, because there are a lot of diasporans that are out there, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Cameroonians, and everyone is doing nursing and they can do better in business. And they come here 10 years. I study everyone here. 10 years, they're regretting their lives. They hate being a nurse. They hate what they're doing. They can't go back home because everyone back home is doing better. And they would have done better in business, but it's like they forgot everything in the airport. Once they landed, everyone is doing medicine. So that's
Okay,
it.
so let's put a disclaimer here. You're not saying that doing nothing is bad or you have something
No, no,
against
no,
people.
no, no, no. Let me put a disclaimer. Absolutely. Doing nursing is very good, but I'm talking to business-minded people. I'm talking to that person out there that was
Okay.
pushed into a profession that you know is not your calling, that you're doing something that is not your area. Come on, nurses are excellent, doctors are amazing. I celebrate all the nurses and all the doctors. You guys are incredible. But I'm talking to that person listening to me today that is afraid of actually pushing themselves, afraid of failing. I am just sharing my testimony to let you know that it's just one faith, just one step, and you'll be shocked how you will thrive.
Okay, offering time.
That's a
I
good
was
one.
ready.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
All right. So now what you let me know that you were, in fact, you went ahead of my questions, because from what you said now, you let us understand that you went into business way back in Nigeria. You have developed skills in business, and now when you came to America, you were doing something else. Because I was going to ask, what did you do to continue to pursue your dream of being a business person? Now, you already told us what you did. You went ahead and you pursued your dream. Now, let us know, because saying it might sound easy, but I know it wasn't easy. Now, tell us some of the obstacles that you face, some of the shocks that you encountered, coming into America, trying to start your business, or some remarkable moments that you'd be like, man, I can't even believe that I went through that. Take us through those kind of moments.
Well, it's very sad, and it's unfortunate that, it's something that I haven't talked about, but I'm glad that I'm getting a chance to talk about it. Some people, when I started, they say, oh, you're black, you're a woman, you can't do it. But, on the contrary, the greatest obstacle I had and the greatest opposition I had were my own people. The greatest people that tried to pull me down were my own people, and there were people in the church. And because I'm a very religious person and I go to church, my husband is a pastor, and so we're in this circle, 7 days a week, there's always something in church. So the way I was raised in Nigeria in the church was different from the rude shocker I got here. Oh, the church here is a different thing. So it was my own people, my Nigerian people, that even hurt me till tomorrow.
Wow.
They were so unsupportive. In fact, they would rather, you know, they'll rather hold it and let it rot than let you have it.
Wow.
They'll rather put it in the trash than let you have it. So that was just the greatest opposition. But on the contrary, that, you know, rather than what people were saying that because you're black, you're African and all that, I didn't experience that. In fact, my greatest supporters were white people. Oh my God, my greatest supporters, my greatest, in fact, 90% of my clients are actually white Americans. They were very receptive. And because right from time, I've never tried to be an American. I was tell I'm a Nigerian. I am African. I am very true to my origin. I'm not trying to, you know. So, but it was my own people. So that was my greatest shock. And I always ask myself when I think back the things that my own people did to me, that even pastors and leaders that you look up to, that you think will support you, the way they tried to press me down and crush me, I would just like, wow, if I didn't know God for myself before now, I would have backslidden. I would have just thought that the church was a bad idea. So that was my greatest challenge.
You know, it's funny because I had another lady on this program. She makes cakes and
Wow.
confectionaries in Alberta, Canada. And when I asked her what was some of the challenges that she had, the first thing she said was that her greatest obstacle were people within the Nigerian community.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, just hearing this from you, it's very sad. Of
Yeah.
course, I don't want to be like a broken record and say the same thing you're saying, but I know I've had my own bit of experience and I still have that from our community, and it's a terrible thing. It's something that we're not proud to talk about, but it's something that we should go back within ourselves and try to deal with it. Okay, but let's now, there's some more experiences. The more you dig, the more it will come out. When you decided, when you left your job as a nurse and you decided to go into business, what were the first things you did, and did you just do it and it just worked out, or you do it and there was a pushback and you had to do and do and do?
No, what I did was, first of all, branding. Branding is very important, and personal self branding is, you know, very important. Image branding, creating an image of yourself and taking off the clothes, the garment of your former image that you were known with, and for people to trust you, creating new network, creating new relationships. What I did for business was I began to identify those people that I knew needed my services, because branding is an inbuilt thing. I'm a creative person. I can sit down and create content for you. I'm a writer. So I'm a graphic designer. I build websites. So I'm a techie person. So when I look at you, I am looking at you and I'm seeing the deficiencies, like how I can help you, how you're struggling. So that really helped me, and it flew, it actually was flowing from inside of me. So let me just use an individual, a business, a startup business. I see your social media is not doing well or your website is bad. So I look at you and I can tell how I can repackage you. So I offer you that for free. So I
Mm.
did a lot of freebies for starts. So I will package people, be like, wow, I didn't know I would have paid so much for it. So gradually they began to appreciate my work and they began to give. And I'll say make a check to my name, and gradually that was how I started my brand. So I changed my entire image, so they no longer saw me as a medical person, but everyone began to see me as a master brand strategist. Oh, she's a graphic designer. So I did a lot of freebies, basically lots of graphic designs for free, built lots of websites for free, just different things. And I was able to do collaborations and partnerships So I joined some other people that were thriving in that area that I'm about to go into, because it's very important for you to go under the shadow of someone thriving so you can build your network from under them. That's what I did. So I affiliated myself with a couple of individuals that I knew that were doing very well or in this part. So, gradually I began to build new networks. So that's what I basically did. I started from the scratch and cleaned up my identity, and everyone began to see me as, not just a Jemima, the medical person, but as a business-minded person.
There's something you said that is very important, and somebody said that it was Professor Moralo when we were interviewing him last week. He said he had a desire and he worked so hard for it. Okay, and most people that I know who have made it, none of them had this success on a platter of gold. They all say they had to work hard. You had a desire to do something, and now here you're telling us you had to go, and then you did a lot of all those freebies that you did. That was you working so hard to give those free things. And you talked about packaging. This. Let me come down. Let me come back home a little bit. This your packaging. The thing too much.
My brother, that's what the also be. Oh, I don't go lie for you, man.
I tell you, the first time I saw Jemimah Chuks, I said, I will be this American. But when you come break down it, I say, see packaging.
The funny part is,
yeah.
You talked about struggles, right?
Yeah,
I
sure.
remember I came in December 2013, and in January I got a job at a doctor's office. And
Yes.
Not having no experience and not even speaking of course we speak our regular Nigerian English,
Yeah.
but
Of course.
these people, man, these people were just hitting me like, oh, excuse me, what did you say? I'm like, what? You not hear English? What are you talking? I said, listen, I'm speaking British English. You're speaking jargon. So they made me look so stupid. And I
Yeah.
was like the only black person there, kind of, and the other lady was a doctor. So they would just be doing this, shubre, shubre, shubre. And me, I'll
Yeah.
be speaking my main British English. And they'll be
Yes.
telling me that, what? So I was upset. I said, what are you guys talking about? Listen, I will tell you that I am from Nigeria and we can do all things through Christ. To my
Yes.
brother, I said, this Oyibo will go speak Amo. So I began to practice this Oyibo. I said, if accent is the problem, we will change it. So one day I showed up in the office and I said, hi. And then they talk, I talk back. When they talk, I talk back. They say, what happened to this one? I said, don't try me, oh. Don't try me, man. We'll go
Oh, please.
speak this thing, man.
Sorry. I know we've been talking about doing a masterclass for us in worship media. I think we're going to include that for their own so that I want to get it. All right. So thank you so much, Jemima. What, just generally speaking now, what are the high points in your life, in your practice that you want to share with us? Moments that you look back and you're like, wow, I'm so grateful, or I never really knew I could get to this point. I mean, we're all growing. I don't think you would assume that you have arrived, but maybe interviews, maybe clients, maybe
Right.
what you did. Yeah, some of them that you want to share with us.
You know, um, it's a lot of them, but I'll be so honored to share because I'm actually born to build champions. I've discovered my purpose. The greatest thing that that changed my life was the day I've discovered my purpose. And once you discover your purpose, the reason why you're here, and you focus on it, you're going to save yourself a lot of headaches. You're going to save yourself a lot of competition and heartaches. I've discovered that I'm born to build champions, and from there, I began to chase it. I remember one day when I was called to do a TV show, the Jemima Show, and you can check us out on www.thejemimashow.com. On that day, on that interview, I've never been on a TV set before. I have never imagined that I would be a talk show hostess. I've never thought about it. And when this company had called me to interview me for that show for the diaspora, and I was like, wow, it's a new field. But I was ready. I was ready to try anything to lead me to the next level of my life. And that's one thing I want to talk about. How prepared are you? We're always dreaming, we're always wishing, but have you taken time to prepare yourself and be ready in case opportunity shows up? You know, sometimes we are wishing and then we are sitting in the midst of opportunities and we don't even realize it because we're not ready. So
So
going there,
let me quickly ask you, how do you prepare? How do you get yourself ready for whatever comes? How? What are the basic things, one, two, three, quickly, that you need to do to just get yourself ready for whatever might come your way?
so getting yourself ready starts with identifying who you are. Identify who you are, what you're here for, and why you're here. It's very important. It starts with a self augmentation. It starts with a self upgrade. It starts with an inner search inside you, finding out why you exist, why you are in this field. That's the first start. Now, when you do that, when you find out who you are, then you begin to get yourself, like, acquainted, create a network, start associating with people that are like minds, people that are ready in your future. That's the process of building yourself. Now, reading, studying, watching videos, having mentors, cleaning up your circle is like a chase, a game of chase, taking out some people, bringing some people forward, taking some people back. So you clean up your circle, you find yourself, clean up your circle, build a new entire network, and get set. Self development is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. Self development. Develop yourself in that field that you know is your calling. So once you find why you're here, then guess what? Develop yourself. Be prepared. It goes to following, role models. It goes to reading books. It goes to finding things that, will help you in that particular area that you want to embark in. Once you're doing that, your antennas are awake. You've drawn your vision, your plan. Now you have an idea of where you're going. Now you're chasing that goal. You're gradually getting there. But it has to do with finding who you are, discovering yourself, upgrading yourself is still branding. You can't do life without branding. You can't be successful without branding. It's packaging. You have to repackage yourself. People will value you based on how you value yourself. First of all, you have to value yourself enough to package yourself well. It goes to the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you look, the way you even shake hands. It goes to etiquettes. Etiquettes. So when I started the TV show, I had dreams. I was not looking up to the owners of the TV show. I was looking at the opportunity that it would give me. It gave me a platform to meet people. It gave me an opportunity to find myself. In that process, I developed myself. I took classes online. I paid for mentors. I went to conferences. Oh my God. I went to conferences of like $1,000, expensive conferences, just to better myself. And guess what? By the time I accumulated all this wisdom, naturally, I found myself being able to associate with the people in my dream world. How about that? That I'm able to interview the governor of my state, senators, lots of them. I was invited to DC. I was able to meet great people that run things in America. Because guess what? I updated myself with the politics, the system, not just in America, but the entire world. So when you find yourself in the midst, when opportunity shows up and you're called to the table, what comes out of your mouth open doors for you. And before it comes out, you need to build yourself, rebrand yourself for that purpose you're chasing.
Awesome, awesome. That is awesome. You were telling me about the I had cut you off. You were telling me about the interview that you went to, you want to continue with that or
Oh, the interviews? Yes, the
yeah.
interview I went to, I remember going for that interview and, not knowing what to do, not knowing what it was about. But guess what? I believed that it was God that gave me this opportunity. And every opportunity I go into it with my whole self. And it was an opportunity for me to find myself. So when they did the interview and I was picked, and guess what? The show was in 2 weeks. I had no idea what I was doing. But I sat down there that day. And the guests that was brought were great people in Delaware. And from that day, I never stopped developing myself. Today, that's one of the number 1 TV show in Delaware, and it's even more international. That even last week we had the honor to host Dr. Marcus Garvey. We know Marcus Garvey's son, Julius Garvey. I had the opportunity to interview him. So I thank God it just did not happen. It was a process. It was a process, and it boils down to developing yourself enough so when opportunities show up like that, the TV show, the Jemima show, was one opportunity for me. And when I was called to it, guess what? I made the team. God helped me make the show better than those people thought it was going to be, and even more. So I just wanted to share with us that as people in diaspora, it's very important that you don't give up on your dream. Finding yourself is the key to freedom.
Thank you so much, Jemima. Now, I know you're into a lot of things. Let me know, or let us know all the other things that you do, like in practical terms, because I know a lot of people who have not heard some of the terms you're using. They're trying to lay a hold on it. What is it? How can I work with this person? I know you also mentioned that you're an author, but you also help people to write books. How can people avail themselves of the things that you do? How can you directly work with people?
Okay, thank you so much. Here is my book. The Money Machine Masterclass is on Amazon, and you can buy it from Canada anywhere you are, right on Amazon. The Money Machine Masterclass. It is a powerful book. It just tells you how to monetize your skills, expertise, and experience, even if you work a 9 to 5 job. Now, let me break it down. So many things. In the process of finding myself, I realized that all the talents that I have, I had to convert it to help people. And then guess what? My business expanded. One, I'm a writer. I help people write books. And a lot of us, we've always had dream to write. You're out there, you want to write. You don't have time to write.
Mm.
You don't have time to write, but you have it in your head. And the beautiful thing is, once God gives you that push, it's just, it's like it's coming, but you never find time to sit down to pen the words down. Hey, don't
Yeah.
worry. That's where I come in. I set up a system for you. We do the transcribing for you. So you just do the voiceover, tell your story. And it's so amazing because I will train you on how to get into that field and get into that aura, that atmosphere where the words just flow. It's like you're telling a movie, you're telling a story. So you just talk your book, and you can do series as many as 150,000 words, 200,000 words, as much as you think you want to write. You just voice through that system I'm going to create for you. So you just tell the story. We will transcribe it and edit it. And guess what? Publish your book for you. Yes. And it's so easy. Your book will be on
Wow.
Amazon. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let me get this. So what? All I do is just talk. Just
Yeah,
tell the story. You do the
that's it.
you do the writing of the book. You do the paging, the chapters, and you publish it. And I actually have the book. So it's like I just talk, and the book comes out from the other side.
That's it. It's that easy. Yep, that's it. We will
Wow.
because part of my mentoring session is I'm going to hear your story. the topic so you give me 3 topics you would like to write about, the titles of the book, and we will look at it, which one is sellable in the market, which one is like more captivating. So we would design everything for you. Going to do your the chapters laid out for you, the order of the books, everything will have everything spelled out nicely for you to start. So all that will be taken care of. So your own responsibility is just to go over what we have done, and then you begin to just talk to that system. Talk to the system, and it's easy. And guess what? It's mobile on your phone. I set it up on your phone.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
just talk
let
to
me
your
tell
phone.
you, I have someone that is watching, and I think is gonna be one of your one of your Vivian Williams. I know the way she says, "Whoa, this is amazing." I know she's the kind of person who wants to be your client. So
Absolutely.
get ready for her.
Yeah, so that's it. You just talk to that system, and you talk, and then we will transcribe. We'll give you, and you can write your book in 30 days. It's all about discipline. I always tell people, if you have time to go on Facebook and spend 1 hour on Facebook, you have time to write that book. It's just talking. You don't have to type. I will do that for you. My team, we will take care of that. So we will edit it. We will do your book cover. We'll send you 3 samples of book covers, and you will choose from them. And guess what? After 30 days, it depends on you how, if you're able to follow the rules that we will give you. At least make out 1-2 hours every day before you go to bed. When is your most active time? Is it like when you wake up in the morning? If you normally leave home at 6, I would say wake up at 4. So you give like 1 hour, 30 minutes, and you're speaking, you're writing that book, you're writing it. So at the end of 15 days, we'll transcribe for you, we'll edit, and we'll send it to you to see, and we'll upload it on Amazon. We will upload it on Okada Books Nigeria. All the platforms, your book will be on them.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome.
And the
Yeah.
beautiful thing about Amazon is, guess what? Your ebook will go live in 2 days, and your book
Wow.
will be available. Yes, you can write a book by end of next month. Your book is up there, and you're selling. You're already hitting bestseller. And the good thing about Amazon is, Amazon, we have a package that we do with them. They will print your book for you and ship it to you, and people can go on there and order the paper copy like this and
Wow.
receive it in their home. Amazon takes care of all that. So all you just
Okay,
have
okay,
to
okay,
do.
okay. I think you're giving too much. Please, all of you who are listening now, everybody close your ear till I finish writing my book. Because see, now everybody's going to write books now. No, 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 no. Stop. We're going to stop the program now. Right. We're almost at the end of the program. Thank you so much again. Quickly tell us about your masterclass that you run, because a lot of us are interested. What do you do with the masterclass? How is it arranged? How can people be part of that masterclass?
So other skills that I do is graphic design. I'm a graphic designer, so you can check out my work at www.falimedia.com, FALIMEDIA, falimedia.com. So I'm a graphic designer. I'm a web designer. So I teach you how to do graphics and web design. So let me tell you this. Maybe no one has told you.
Yeah.
Your job will fire you someday if you mess up. But your skill is inbuilt. You will never go hungry when you have a skill. That's what my father told me from
Wow.
Nigeria. When you
Wow.
have a skill, you create job. When you have a skill, if they fire you tomorrow, you get into your skill. That's my story. I actually had to leave my job for my skill. So what
Wow.
is your skill? So I'm teaching people the skill of graphic design. Graphic design will never go out of date. You know why? No matter the kinds of apps or softwares, people like Chidi will not sit down and do graphic design because he's so busy. So that's why he will give me the job.
But I have
That's
a skill. I know how to do. I do selfies, all kinds of selfies on Instagram.
You see, so that's why you need handwork like graphic design
Yeah.
wherever you are, and web design, and it's so easy, and we do all that for you for as low as, for startups, $300, $500 for e-commerce, $1,200, $1,500. So I teach those classes online. If you're interested, my next class is starting next month. And then if you're interested if you want to start up a business and you don't know the business to start up online, yes, I will teach you that. Yes, I teach that on my masterclass, kinds of businesses that you can run online, affiliate marketing. And I also teach how to convert your small business into network marketing, how to recruit marketers for your business even without paying them. So they work for you anywhere in the world and they get
Okay.
paid as they work. So my next class is
Awesome.
starting next month, and you can check me out. On my social media, Jemimah Chuks. You can visit JemimahChuks.us to get more details about me. Feel free to message me, add me to your WhatsApp. Oh, I love WhatsApp. And by the way, I teach a class on WhatsApp. You can make so much money on WhatsApp. You would not
Wow.
believe it. Yes, so much money on WhatsApp. Listen, if you
I
have
think we're
WhatsApp,
giving. I think we're giving too
it's
much. We're giving
money.
away too much. All this.
WhatsApp is money, guys.
I need
WhatsApp
all
is
this
money.
information for myself. We're sharing too much. Someone says give us her website. Yes, we're going to put all of that in the comments section immediately after this, so people can go and know how to reach you. Finally, Jemima, you are from Nigeria. We're all from Nigeria. Recently, there's been this high cases of suicide, and I know because people are depressed with the situation back home. One last word to encourage especially young people there who are contemplating suicide, especially because things are very tough and terrible in Nigeria. But I think a lot of young people don't also realize that we must go through challenges and then hard times don't last. And suicide is definitely not the solution to our problem. So just on a last note, can you talk to them and then we'll end the show?
Yes, yes, yes. So you see, I go leave all that for now, man. Make we talk as Nigerians, so will be. You see, my brothers and my sisters, make I tell them something. Nigeria, some of the things where they happen for our country, the thing just they give me heartache. I'm telling you, when I watch some of these things online, man, I shed a tear, my secrets from in
Yeah.
my room, I cry. I just cry and I say, God, I beg, help us now. So, but I want to tell you this, man. There is hope for Nigeria.
Mm.
I was so happy and so happy and so I got my hope back when I saw Sowore running. When I saw you, Chidi, running. When I saw, when I heard that Sowore was going to run just his age, man, I was so hyped. I was just happy that someone that young has decided to come out. Even though he didn't win, even though you guys didn't win, but it's a hope. But there's a shift that happened in the atmosphere. Did you know that the fact that Shawara ran for
Ah,
presidency,
baby, charger. Hey.
there was an automatic shift in the minds of young people. So he was like, take it back. It's like we're taking it back. And
Yeah, yeah,
just Shawara running, let me tell you what happened. People
yeah.
like if governor of Rochas was taken down, people stood
Charger.
up and fought for their rights. There was a shift because the youths had given up in our
Yeah.
politics. But having young people last time coming out was amazing. So it just means that guess what? It gets better. We're not going to
Yes.
continue in this hardship in Nigeria. I want to encourage you, young person. Suicide is not the way out. And guess what? Look at it this way. If you're just killing yourself, you're losing out the opportunity for a greater tomorrow. We are
That's
Nigerians, Nigerian diaspora. I believe that the solution of Nigeria is in our hands. And that's why
mm,
we're abroad. That's why
mm,
we're abroad. And someday we're going to come over there by God's grace with the skill and talent that God has given to us here to help out. And I want to encourage you, whether is akara you're frying, whether is whatever you're doing, just be diligent. Don't give up. Don't put your hope in the politics, but continue to pray and just play your own part. Someday it gets better. I know Nigeria has never seen this kind of evil going on. but it gets better.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Yeah.
So stay positive, continue to thrive. Every day, life gets better. Just don't give up. Don't die before your time. No way.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jemimah Chuks. Man, that's a full, super packed interview, and I'm so grateful that you accepted to come at a
Oh,
very
my
short
goodness.
notice. Whenever we call you next time, please, don't fail to answer our call. Thank you so much, everybody that was out here today. I'm sure you guys enjoyed the program. Thank you so much once more, Jemima, for coming
And let me
on the
give them my
program.
number too.
Yes,
For
go ahead. Go
WhatsApp,
ahead. Go ahead.
302
Mhm.
5050110. And
Mhm.
please DM me on WhatsApp. I'm excited to meet you. 302-505-0110. Add me to your WhatsApp. I'll be happy to help you out and, sign up for the classes. And guess what? Very affordable. Let me just help you move to the next level of your life. That's what I'm called. I'm called to empower you. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jemima. We're gonna let you go now, and then
Thank
uh,
you.
yes, thank you very much for coming
All
on.
right. Take care. I'm grateful.
Okay, bye bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jemima. You will agree with me that that was a super fun interview. Stay tuned as we bring you more on this series. We're going to have a new person join us in a couple of days, and we'll let you know.